You see.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strict.
Just as...
Sir, don't touch that. Parasite...
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone...
No!
Talking. You see a tattered set of curtains and a You see...
I warned... I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. What gives you the right? Don't expect... Do look at the books, though. The books compel you. Goodness, you were already doing good.
She smiles and nods. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Ow! Shoot! Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright?
What is going... I warned...
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets. Only a hollowed out.
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books.
Yes?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white. The trash container, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. No, a box falls into... You see, you've done this before. A box falls into pieces. Not much to see here. There's nothing. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Fucking right, pig. Kunos, don't be yanked.
Lying the act. He's actually telling the truth. or at least 0.000.
Kuno doesn't.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible artery markings is still caught on the railing. As you leap in the air, a chilly adds the
I knew you.
with your feet firmly planted. This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. You need to rest. Your body is aching.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to...
Nothing looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order. It's a black and white photo of a young couple.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow. The drawers are empty, save...
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
Oh boy, don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. Maybe this was a bad idea. You take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and exit the booth. This is the night watchman's. before you is with a mix.
Welcome, Mr. I'm Everard. I'd offer you my hand, but
He looks extreme.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this?
please, Miss.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right.
Very well. I too. Should you find
You're no Titan of Elysium.
Mr. Dubois? Please, Mr. Dubois. Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great. So tell me, how can the head of the
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception. It should be.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Yes, I know.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to say.
His slug-like lips move, but the world is swallowed by a black hole. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. It's not like you.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look.
What is this?
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in.
What an odd.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions.
Yes, your gun.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get...
Yes. Now, please.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Of course. My God, so it's true.
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good.
Words flow like a river of honey. I guess word has already reached him. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois. No, I'm really not. And I can work with you, Harry. Now, family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think that's why I like you, Harry. Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky. Outshining all other... Of course I do.
He's probably just making a guess based...
This? My friends in your organization gave it...
This translates into... Haha, you guys...
I find that very suspicious. May I...
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real...
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your act.
Yes, Mr.
That means he doesn't really know anything about a pity. The mystery of you will have to remain...
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. Oh, of course. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the... But there's a...
Yes, that sounds good. Let's...
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented.
I'm not sure I understand.
Come now.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire.
Harry, I'm a very busy...
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a... Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Allowed, just go there, unlock the door. Harry, my dear friend. I am what people... Fantastic. You can get the key if just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man you're... Yes. Anyway, I assure you. Oh, that's one thing I want to make. We're all trying to do what's... What do you mean, Harry? He's an old man, Harry. Harry! Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. Vanished? Oh, did I...
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew. Or a hairdryer. Or an eye... Yes.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
If she
It's a fortress.
Of course, Harry. I have no interest. Tell her about...
It is rather interesting to tell people.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry. Mr. Dubois, see you...
Yes?
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a one you should be ashamed of. It's no...
Container, I'll turn you nice.
The lyrics to this contain... The accent is...
Container, I see you are not a union man, mister. I mean, just some of the other guys. Oh, yes. People say...
Thank you for clarity.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easy.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery. It's like some red infection was spreading out. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, I don't know, mister. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. Oh, most of them... We're on a strike.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. But Titus and his boys got into... Oh, I'm not... Him and his boys stirred up some... I guess the boys...
Easy, Leo.
Look at him. It's not gonna be too late. Now he's talking about some drunks.
Yes, I'm like... Actually...
Who is this, Miss...
A real prick, but I can't listen to the radio. Oh, Lizzie.
He respects that.
But she's a real... If me missus and me was... Doctor...
Law school? Could she...
Looks like...
I'm not sure.
Telling the gardener you know her name.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. Bye-bye now.
shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. The harbor sleeps, moving.
I can't see how that was.
Crane does not. Crane does no screech of metal. Before you stands a cargo container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? There are a million containers here. Why are you just... We are not here to interact with...
No, the knock that you attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is the machine swallows your coin and sees your fingers run over the dial pad, calling, still calling.
Video Reversal, 24-hour video.
The voice of a...
Video Reversal is a 24-hour video rental. Sir, I don't know. No. Maybe you called to extend your... Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't read anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one. It's no wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign, Tiny Hills. The call is terminated. Front of this quote because Frieza, to your disappointment, no, after all, the magazine is comrade, but only perhaps, so please, if you value our radical
what do you expect?
You flip back to the front. This section, you all, whoa, bear wrestling, It seems to be, according to this, based on the Sapormat. It's quite according. This is that's very much
The Samaran people's they're quite on account.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. It takes a why they decided. Obviously, as you leaf through the main feat, the tip-top tournée, this so-called, you think instead, where to eat so, all of it. Oddly, there's no way. Have you ever more than that? Undercap thus, and that at the end, sure, that's because you,
Come on. Can this article read your mind? A certain... If I had...
you flip back to the front of unsurprised, you skim, finally, there's a brief one of the, you flip back to the unsurprising, you skim the, finally, there's a brief, according to these, absolute, it goes on, you flip back to the unsurprised, you skim the, finally, there's a brief, the writer, it's true, you flip back to the front, unsurprised, you skim, finally, there's a brief article by the right, according, you flip back to unsurprised, you skim, finally, there's a brief, the eternal, thus, you flip back to, wow. So, yes, of course you did. Yes, the type of copy. Done and... What's this? Of course, it's time to become a citizen of... It is not a place. In history's great... That's the genius. Tisk tisk. You may never... What rationale? What sang-froid? Do you believe the state? There you have it. The king, partly because it's also post-industrial. Slow down. That's right. Wow. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look at yours. That is the sun. A little. It ain't easy. Wasn't easy. You didn't log that in as... Yeah. You're in the... Sure. Are you rich? Get out of here. The Gods man is... Boo-hoo. Look. The immigrants are cool. That's... On taxes almost... You and I both. 98% of... Here you go. On second glance,
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
the drawer opened, hundreds of and the same material. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. It appears to remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed out.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating him.
The special borscht. See, remember, Leo, all items on the drawer. So
The unpromising race pupil. Don't Easter also. Above all, rampant multi. Okay, I am not so. The South. I am. No, you have heard enough about our phylogenetic.
So,
you've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
it's but arrested. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during this polar week. What you're looking for?
Okay, but where did you get the key?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that are none of this mess. I'm more of a...
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Los Ardi? They're sort of like you. We're negotiating. Aye. This stuff. Never great. All of it.
This seditious talk.
No. Even a weak child can. I have not, but my own.
He knows who.
See, I am prime. I think it's best you make up your. I guess you kind of get to be the.
By that, you mean...
By heaven, the old man is corrupt. He is beside.
This man has
Sure.
the look. It all comes that of a noble pet. No. No. The man sits on the railing.
The mercenary, eh? What a thought. You're that guy. He was an age. I ain't the murder.
He's not lying.
Understood. This has been of limited use.
No problem. I.
Right, two, one.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not
You could be, Liz.
even a mod.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Deb. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder. It's not her. She's not a hot.
I suggest
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eye.
you are not here to chat up the
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
The man ponders his. You see a heavy.
Oh, hello, dear.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real.
The door is closed. The fan stands still. The switch must be the lights. The lights are. The bed is still. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Yes?
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. You don't want to.
You can still see the just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. This must be it. The basement. You knock.
I guess.
You're pretty sure the leather up. In fact,
Let's be honest. Apparently, working I mind. On the other hand, yes. Presenting a fabrica.
the door is right here. You try to be as silent. Finally, there might as you hold the open door. This is the flag of Revachol. This isn't just one, it's an optical, atmospheric anomaly. By old-fashioned, he means the lieutenant does. A row of mugs sits a little. There's something disdainful. It looks like the art. You ain't the lieutenant.
I'm beginning to feel bad.
Yes,
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container, and now they've dropped.
an interest. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Who knows?
You could ask Everard who this. It's just a racist mug. Oh boy, here we go. But it's just a but. A row of mugs sit. Master investigator. You just can't. Nothing. Yes, that's what it is.
Hello again, officer. Ooh.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do. You're back. Good. You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare? Oh, come on. Corruption.
The position.
Of course. How could I stop you?
Intellect. Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear he's able to contain the anger and...
Unconventional police officer.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Yes.
Please don't get...
That's wrong. You don't get into loops. Totally slanderous.
Of course.
The lieutenant will be more lenient to...
Of course, detective. Until then...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds.
Hello again, sir. Oh, that's Auntie. No, I think she is a bad husband.
The woman before you.
Is this about the questions again? Because wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else I can...
No, you don't work for the union. The union, that was easy. Blow the whole thing.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
The file cabinet stands. Remember, Lee, all items on the list have been crossed out and the drawer slide. The payphone had...
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch.
Smooth talking? Maybe.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what...
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
He was testing you.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure Harry, this...
You mean our victim?
A security...
He performs a motion as if...
I'm talking everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third... Now, I haven't... Yes, but enough about... One of them got down...
By negotiator, you mean Joy?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. Potentially, Harry, there's a
That sounds a bit like...
They're like you guys. Idealistic people.
Again, that sounds...
So these... ideally...
He probably worded...
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error? Anyway.
How do I... These guys...
So you believe the scabs were organized?
You said it.
That does sound quite unlikely.
Oh, Liz...
Wait, the girl by the whirling, who was keeping an eye on you. Is he talking about her?
I did that, didn't I? She thinks of herself as a guerrilla fighter. These middle-class kids and the books they read are crazy, Harry. Oh, they are old Theo.
Interesting. Who's second in?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they own... Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really... But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just like... I have so much
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is...
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't... But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are...
Would he? I'm not so sure.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Was it a good... I don't know what... Yes,
A man of the... He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Perfect.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
It depends. I don't think what...
As I said...
He's saying as little...
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center. There's a nameless little street on the coast, Harry, across the...
Water drip, you're already pretty deep into this.
They are just gonna have...
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be
Am I? We're gonna build a youth center there. You bring joy to my... You need to... Once you have the signatures, mail this, most certainly. But of course, also, Harry, here's...
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little...
Good boy. By all means.
mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I... Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing... Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. It's very...
Power boost, huh?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to the... Oh, the whirling's good. Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
He didn't actually understand.